21st to the 27th of March. Aries season. Just did a great Aries video. If you're Aries, you're in for a treat. We're going to use this enchanted, I think it's enchanted crystal deck. Yeah, enchanted crystal deck for this week ahead. All signs. And if we need it, not that we've been needing clarifiers lately, we're going to have the golden, well, just the foil deck. And I've already pulled some oracle cards from Universe Has Your Back, Archangel oracles, and oh, I forget what that's called. That lovely deck. I'll tell you when I get it. Another one, third one, we'll have a look at those later. Oh, coming out, are they? Page of Swords. Going to get some news coming in. Something, a message, some communication, something, I'd say something mental then, but I don't mean something mental, I just mean from here, Two of Wands in reverse. Something unplanned for, something you're not expecting, that you're not planning, you're going to hear some communication. Five of Wands. A little bit of competition maybe. A little bit of skills. A little bit of skill upgrading. Oh, Devil Obsession. Okay. Nine of Swords. Well, something causing you stress, a bit sleepless nights, causing a little bit of thinking. So maybe whatever message that's coming in, it's getting your mind overthinking, because this is something that you've not planned for. Something that you've not been able to move forward, that you've been stuck, or that you are finding it difficult, lack of willpower. Maybe you could be stressing over transport, car or something. Seven Pentacles is looking at your options. It's a bit sticky for me at the moment. We're probably going to use that Clarify deck because I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Six of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Something looking at your you know, I said looking at your options, but in terms of where you've put your money, your time, your effort, your attention, and seeing at this stage whether it's going to pay off. And there's something coming to you. You're giving or receiving something. Knight of Pentacles. Said Aries energy. All these, not all of these, but a lot of these cards came out in the Aries reading. So the Knight of Pentacles is that stepping forward into where you've invested something. This is the next stage of that investment. It's planning, moving into the next episode. So the Knight of Pentacles is a bit slow, so you could have this bit of information that is coming to you, communication, could be that it's taken a long time to come about, and maybe there's still a bit more time to go, and you still got to do a bit more work, and it's probably a bit boring. Knight of Cups reverse, more messages, and more people. And this Knight of Cups is an offer something that's being suppressed. Maybe you're having to contain your emotions there. The World. Completion. And finally, the Knight of Wands. Wow. 3 knights out of the deck. Won't lie. Don't know where we're going with this. Okay, let's have a look. Page of Swords. 2 of Wands. 5 of Wands. And the Devil. Capricorn energy. Big energy. So, getting some communication from someone about thoughts, ideas, things that you need to take action on. And that may have been a little bit of a surprise. You might not have planned for this message, or you may, whatever you've heard for, you're hearing from, is something you haven't planned for. And this 5 of Wands here is this, is probably making you a little bit on edge, and you're thinking, right, well, what do I need to do now? And you're going to, I mean, although this is not the card for strategizing, it's going to cause you to think, well, I need to sort of put my best foot forward. I need to step into this to take action. And this Devil here is, you could feel that whatever you've heard, whatever's been spoken about, whatever information you've been heard, you might feel a little bit trapped and stuck. And on the traditional deck, there are 2 people that are sort of chained in front of them in bondage that can actually release themselves, because the chains are loose. They just stay in front of, they're fixated in front of this Devil because of his reputation. So that's kind of coming from me. The Devil, people feel trapped by the Devil, but actually in the traditional card, those people are not trapped. And in this one, you can see they're not there at all. So they've already released their bonds of restriction and they're able to move forward. So perhaps you've been in training, not actually physical training, but perhaps the things that you've gone through have brought you to this place where you are now able to free this restriction that you felt, and you're able to sort of move forward. I find that really interesting, and I've actually never noticed it, that the people that are normally before him are not there. So you have left some form of addiction or restriction, or you're about to leave that addiction or restriction behind you. And there is a little bit of overthinking and a little bit of feeling trapped and not being able to escape this mental overload. So perhaps whatever you've just heard, you are feeling very, very unsettled about. And the Chariot means you can't move forward. There's a lack of willpower. So that would be some sort of form of mental stress. And this restriction that you are sort of thinking, well, I can get out of, I can free myself, is about what you've already invested your time into. The things that the people that you've invested your time into, the things you've invested your time into. Sometimes it's even emotional investment, and it's made us feel like we can't move forward in the way that we would want to. And something's coming along, it's an offer, and it's a case of, am I going to receive it? 6 of Pentacles. So that's often us giving or someone else giving to us. But I feel this is, are you going to take this offer that's coming to you? Are you going to take up this situation? Are you going to be able to move yourself forward? That's you could get some help in terms of charitable help, or it could just be the generosity of somebody who's going to help you achieve this. And this Knight of Pentacles, sorry, it's not a Knight of Pentacles. There is one coming, but there's not. This Chariot in reverse could indicate an actual physical restriction against you moving forward somewhere. And that is not helping with the anxiety. Knight of Pentacles, as I said, that's still some work to go. It's still putting in the work. It's still sowing the seeds for the future. It's still reaping, you know, it's the bit before you reap the reward, the investment. And it's slow and it's tedious. So you can't just get the result. You have to put in this effort. And I feel like at some point, if you're not already feeling it, you're going to think, what's the phrase? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth your effort? And there's a suppression of this emotion about it. There's this feeling that, you know, you're not getting something back. You're not, is it worth it? Because it feels like you're not getting something back. You're not getting enjoyment. It's a real slog this week, and it's really difficult for you to go through. But just know that the world promises a completion. It's you're nearly there. So this distress, this mental overload, this feeling that you've got to work harder, this feeling of lack of investment, or, you know, what you've put your time into, is it worth it, or can I walk away from it because I've put too much time in? And something is coming to sort of help you with that. Something is arriving to help you know that you are putting your effort in the right place. And the Knight of Wands, there is that action. It's something coming in quick. Something after the cycle closes, or the beginning of the new cycle, is coming in fast. And you know, the question is it something lasting, or is it, you know, in and out? There might also be just what's just coming to me now with this Chariot in reverse, and as I said, like this block maybe of being able to move forward or move on, or this lack of willpower. This might actually be something related to foreign lands, because the Knight of Wands can also indicate us travelling abroad or travelling further afield. So it might be that you have to go a distance and you physically can't get there because perhaps your schedule's heavy, or your car's broken. And wow, this is the Knight of Pentacles, as I said. So that's 2 nights there moving forward, and 1 night in reverse. So 3 of the 4 nights. And I'm wondering if what you want to do is relocate. That's just coming to me. And you're getting a restriction on relocation. So I am going to use the this lovely little Japanese deck to try and find out a little bit more, because I don't feel like that is as clear as I would like it to be. And let's have a look at this Page of Swords, what this communication's about. What is it that you haven't planned for, that you're feeling like a little unprepared about and a little bit stuck? So that's the first few cards, the Page of Swords, the 2 of Wands reverse, and the 5 of Wands. That's come out. 6 of Cups in reverse. Oh, something coming back from your past. So what is this message? It's something you thought you'd left behind, and it's coming back, I want to say, to haunt you. But you weren't expecting it. You weren't expecting this situation to be returning. And it's causing you to feel a little unprepared and a little trapped. You can't move forward with this week. You're feeling very stuck. 3 of Cups. teamwork. Someone coming back from the past, bringing this message. That's who could have been bringing you this message. Someone that you've worked with, someone that you've been in a relationship with, someone you've it's unplanned anyway. Oh, wow, that's why it's a bit surprising you didn't plan for it. That's the Wheel of Fortune. So your luck is changing, and I take this as a positive, because there's, you know, some of these cards here are stressing. You know, you feel like maybe your luck's been down, you feel trapped, you've got the World there that's going to come out and close the cycle. And this Wheel of Fortune means that it's going to turn on its head. What's coming this week is surprising, and it is unplanned, and it's going to turn about the things that you were worrying, the things that you felt trapped by. It's going to alleviate. Let's see how that's going to happen. 3 of Swords. Oh, so we've got the 9 of Swords here, and that is this feeling of entrapment. It's the nightmares. 3 of Swords is hurt. So something's a little bit emotionally distressing, and you're feeling that you've got some healing to do. We've got, is that a snake or is it hair? I think it's hair actually, not a snake. So sometimes our fears from things and experiences from the past can really cause us to feel stuck in a situation, and you may feel a little numb. This feels like it's going a little off track, but you may feel a little numb to some of these experiences, and that is why you're not wanting to move forward. And I'm going to need another set of clarifiers in a second. Oh, the World again. So your life experiences have left little sword marks in you, and they are causing you to feel a little stuck where you are, because you feel the limits of your past experience. And I hope that's clear to you what I'm trying to say. These things that have happened to you, the life experiences, are interfering with something that is coming up. You're being offered something, but you're a little bit hesitant to take it. This message is a little bit surprising. It's unexpected. You don't feel ready for it. You're not planned. You perhaps haven't got the resources, or you're not in a position at the moment to move forward with it. And you are also afraid of losing the things that you've already built towards, like your money, your finances, your home, your relationships. So this is why I'm feeling that you might be contemplating relocating, even as far as going abroad, because there's probably an opportunity for you to do this. But you're like, well, I work here, I get my income from this, I've got these great friends, or I've got family members near me, and it's really sort of tugging at your heart at the moment. And I feel like someone's going to give you something, whether it's a reassurance or whether it's some finances to make it easier for you, or they're just going to give you the idea or the opportunity for you to be able to step forward to it. Just look at one other clarifier for that line. It's the 4 of Wands in reverse. So the 4 of Wands, this is a move. This is related to something to do with moving. The 4 of Wands in reverse makes me feel like you feel a blockage about moving forward. So perhaps you've got an opportunity to buy somewhere, got an opportunity to move, got an opportunity to relocate or emigrate. And for some reason, you are really hesitant because you're tied to the area that you're in via people, things, places, and you're going to release your fears. So the Knight of Pentacles is this opportunity for you to lay down this new, plant the seeds in this new area. And even if you're not going to this week resolve it, I think you're going to put in the stepping stone and the seed to do this, because the Knight of Pentacles often represents real estate and a landowner. And so we're seeing these little signs in the cards that this is to do with actually movement of your, it could be your business location, could be your home location, it could be, like I said, literally going abroad somewhere. So I feel like even if you're not making the physical move, because there are these felt restrictions, and some of them may be actual restrictions, but most of the time it's us that restricts ourselves from moving forward. So this card is strongly with this as well. This moon in reverse is like releasing the fear. So maybe the steps you're taking are small practical things that will get you ready so that you will feel less fear. So let's clarify the world again, which we've already had up here again, and the Knight of Cups. Oh, the Knight of Wands in reverse. So now all the knights are on the table, and 2 are in reverse and 2 are upright. So the things that are restricting you, something emotional. So this could be ties to family, friends, lovers. And something that is restricting the action. So you don't feel like you can take the action either emotionally or practically. You feel a little restricted. You're not ready to close off the cycle to make this move. I'm so curious with this reading. I'm just I'm gonna have to like go a little deeper, because I can't understand what this is trying to tell me. I can understand that this is a fear and it's highly related to a move, a change, or a relocation, almost certainly. And then we've got the Lovers here, unable to make a decision. It's in reverse. So it feels like such a big decision and you are a little up in your head. I don't know why this has come about so quickly, because this is all stemmed from, if you remember, this Page of Swords, this message, this mental message, and this 2 of Wands, which is something you haven't planned for. So you didn't plan to hear about this. And I think it's just throwing you for 6, actually, because it's like, well, what am I going to do? Is this possible for me? Can I do this? Can I do something else? Let's just see one more time. So many cards on the table. Death, which is the end of a cycle. You're kind of feeling a sense of stagnation. So perhaps you're ready to take the move, but you are, like I said, feeling stuck in the mud. It's a 4 there. I think you're worried about the stability, the change of stability, because there's a strong links to your existing setup, which you've got some form of stability in, and this is really bothering you. Ace of Wands, you're very reluctant to take this new beginning. You're holding on to that, and it's causing you to be, I'm getting real tight feeling here, very anxious, because I feel like it's something you want to do, but you're still not ready. And you might be sensing delays, and I feel like you might be worried that if you don't take this opportunity and you don't you know, this, whatever this message is that's coming in, it's going to cause you this stress of not taking it, because you're going to feel like you're really missing this opportunity. I wonder if you are. This, oh yeah, that's the fear again. So this is the moon. So now you're really, really fearing this decision. You're really not clear. And you're not clear because whatever the blocks are, whatever's making you feel trapped, is hiding. I'm going to say hiding a possibility, hiding an option. And we've got the Knight of Swords again come in here. But this time he's in reverse. It's a sense of unpredictability. It's a sense of slightly feeling disorganized. So you have not put these stepping stones into place. And this is why you can't, and you're not ready to take this action. Sorry, a Page of Swords there in reverse. It's the ideas there, but the action is not coming. So this call or this opportunity has sat an idea in your head, but you're not taking action. You're not moving forwards. And you are just sat there currently this week contemplating. Oh gosh, there's so much. You must be internalizing so much. I've got so much anxiety in my chest. And the Five of Wands. Actually, sorry, it's not the Five of Wands. It's this card because they always put a number on it. It's the King of Wands, but it's in reverse, which is all about a sense of, I feel like you really can't tolerate the situation you're in. It's intolerable to you, and I don't know why. Why? Oh, because you can't see ahead, and the Fool. This is the time to have faith and move towards what it is you want. You can do this. The limitations that you're feeling are all about these fears, and don't let the fears get the better of you, and lower your defenses and release those insecurities. That is the Nine of Wands, I think. Seven of Wands, yeah, defenses, that's what I said. Seven of Wands there. So you need to lower this defenses to enable you to move forward. I've done this reading quite late at night. I wish I hadn't, because it's really giving me much anxiety and stress over what these choices are that you've got. I feel like you're almost being offered something that you really, really desire, but you're a little afraid because of past experiences. Now, oh wow. So from this lovely deck, which I still can't remember the name of, even though I should, Lumens deck. It's connected to your heart. And if you look there, you'll see that is the Moon card. So it's all about fears, which I've just mentioned. So you can see that's the two dogs there. That's the Moon. But this is called Connect to Your Heart. And I'll just let you know what that says, because it says, this card asks you to connect to your heart space. This is a place of bravery, integration, vulnerability and compassion. And it may mean pushing past any fear you have and opening yourself to this new connection. This may mean finding forgiveness or empathy, or it may mean softening. So you can use hawthorn if you've got actual heart issues and you need some, you're going through something. I mean, I did say earlier I felt this tensioning here. So maybe you've got some health issues which are causing you to ground yourself and put other things to the side. And you're really frustrated because you don't want to acknowledge this, and you don't want it to limit the future opportunities that you're getting. The dogs are representing unconditional love, and when they bond, they're human. It's typically a quick process. Even though they have significant trauma, they can sense when they are safe and will open up to their companions. Small acts like rolling onto their backs and exposing their belly is a major act of trust. A dog will teach you how to open up and allow your love in when you're overwhelmed with fear. And this card also represents like rose quartz. So you could use some crystals and carry them around with you just to sort of help with that process. But I think this is just really, in relation to this reading, a confirmation that you need to be making heart-centered decisions, not fear-based ones. Because when we focus on those fears and the losses that we could have due to the actions we take, we sometimes stop ourselves from moving forward into the next phase of our life and closing off the cycle. We saw the Death card and we saw the World, which is both endings and cycles. Clear your space, get rid of clutter, and clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. So it's about, I was saying earlier that maybe you felt unprepared or maybe you didn't feel ready. So perhaps if there are practical things that you can do, you can put those things into action. And once we've, tidied up, decluttered, sold things, if this is directly related to a move, you will be ready in that sense. You won't be bogged down by, I've got to pack 1,000 boxes. I'm going to just move this SH1T from one place to another. I've got all these practicalities. So downsizing before you move. And if you're, most people aren't like me, I've moved a lot, but just clearing some stuff that you've gathered and just taking the essentials with you is really great. So if this is related to move, it's really sort of saying prep that, get your house ready if you need to sell, if you need to rent it out, or if you're just moving, just clean up that space, because you will be then ready to move on when you find the right opportunity. And it says, I'm a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here getting closer to love. I think, again, don't beat yourself up about these fears that are restricting you. So if you're feeling these blocks because the energy is fear-based, then, don't be too harsh on yourself. We need, they're normal things for us to go through, and doubt, it doesn't mean you can't still achieve and move on to where you want to go. So, thanks for watching. It's, not going to be for everyone, because this is, to me, about a big move, and whether it's in this country or the next country, you're moving from one area to another, whether you're just moving away from friends, it could even be work related, moving from one place to another. It's causing some sort of anxiety there as well. But you need to overcome those fears and think about the positives of what you're trying to achieve and where you're trying to go. That's this week's reading, and I will speak to you soon.